when you begin to control your breathing and you are in touch with your passion or your drive or your will, your true will, your divine will, you will be greeted with all the anger, because again, it's all the fire, all that, don't get it misconstrued for, being emotional or whatever. It's just the same thing as if you leave a car sitting and then you have to burn off the particulates so that it can start running good again, so that you can make a better cycle for the car and tune it back up so you can get it back in rhythm, so that you can get it back in touch with the pulse of the universe, the one verse. So the body as an instrument has to be tuned up, of course. And the only way to get in touch with that pulse, that drive, that connection to the true will, the only way to do that is to control the breathing. And as you do that, your anger will bubble up from the bottom. It will come up to the surface. Anything and everything that you could think of throughout your life that you've ever had a problem with, from womb to your current state and pre-womb too, because of course your emotional state has a lot to do with your development in the womb and during different trimesters. If any damage occurs, it could totally manipulate the way you behave and your preferences for so many things, just because of the way your mom was stressed, and your father too, and then go back generations. So as you control the breathing, it all comes to the surface, and this is what keeps people from, because it's an intense thing to get in touch with yourself, to get in touch with your breath and the pulse, the unifying pulse of all life itself. To get in touch with that, you have to get rid of everything that is old and toxic, that will keep you, that will stay between you and the pulse, to where you're out of rhythm, out of sync, and you don't see the signs coming. So you're always behind the 8 ball in a sense. So because you don't have this sign, so you don't have the next sign. You're missing all the signs because, again, it's usually people forgetting, people trying to be all for getting instead of for giving, because you have to give yourself a chance in the sense of controlling the breath. You have to give yourself your just due in that sense of knowing your energy and get in touch with your breath, because that is your energy. The way you're breathing determines your thoughts. If you breathe more than 18 times in a minute, you're going to be carnal. The less you breathe in a minute, the less your heart rate slows. The longer you live, the healthier you are. You think from a different place, so your trajectory is from a different place. It's where you're cocking your gun from. You got to look at where you're shooting from. You have to look at it like that. It's not, you get what you give. So of course, if you shoot at your foot, you get what you give. It's about just putting yourself in position to get in touch with that pulse, to make it to the next sign, to just stay on trajectory. Again, it's about the path more than destination, because the destination is the body itself. So ROYALT512@yahoo.com for consultations. The paperback books are under Our Bud Vegan, and they're on Amazon, and they're also in ebook format. And you can get the audiobooks as well if you email ROYALT512@yahoo.com. Thank you.